Hi everyone, it's Jen here from Tarot Spirit, here for your weekly reading. For those zodiac signs that I have not done the November monthly reading yet, I apologize. I'm going to do my very best to have them done this weekend, next weekend. I apologize, I can't promise I can have them up any sooner than that, but I will make sure that I do you guys first for December. So I'm going to go old school today and just do a plain old three card reading from the Anna K Tarot. I think we have a new moon on 11/11 this week, and so let's get into the reading. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is kind of an interesting card because, some people read it as, it's read as like boredom, apathy, or just, not, this guy's just sitting here all doom and gloom when he has all these women here, bringing him all the stuff and waiting on him, and he just still doesn't seem to be happy about it. But, there is sometimes we just get into a funk and we know we should be happier, and we know that we're being, that we're sort of depressed for no, obvious reason, and that we do have a lot of great things in our lives. And, but we still just, are just not feeling up to par. So there may be a little bit of underlying sort of discontent or just feeling sort of down this week. You know, I would give yourself a break. I mean, I could sit here and say, "Oh, be grateful for what you have," blah 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 blah. Could be worse, but sometimes we do just have sometimes where we're in a little bit of a funk or a little bit depressed, and so I would just say to nurture yourself and try not to make yourself more down because you're down on yourself for being down. Okay. And here are the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles just means we have a lot going on this week. We're juggling a lot of things. But it's interesting because in this deck, the person's like smiling and they're handling it, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at how amazing they are." But oftentimes inside, and this could be relating back to the Four of Cups, we feel like we're completely frazzled and out of control and don't know how much longer we can keep these balls in the air, and it's it's taking a toll on us. So unfortunately, you may be really on the outside, everyone may think you're doing a great job and they may not understand how stressed out you are. um, yeah, so try to look for ways to nurture yourself again this week. See if there's anything you can maybe put off so that you have a little less stress. Might be nice. And here we have the King of Rods. So the King of Rods is a very passionate, fiery, enthusiastic king. He's able to lead and keep people enthused and motivated long after, the initial excitement of something has worn off. That's his greatest strength. Um, so, in light of the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, maybe I feel like if there's someone in your life who's always, gives you a pep talk or a pat on the back that always lifts you up and encourages you, it may be a good idea to get in touch with that person or talk to someone in leadership that usually has good ideas, to maybe just help give you a boost, a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of a pat on the back, and some encouragement to help you get through the busyness of this week, especially when you're already maybe feeling a little bit down for some reason. Um, this king will definitely help you get a little spark going back in your life. Oh, and the Eight of Cups. Interesting. So, Yeah, he may be like, you need to walk away from something. I mean, maybe that's what the Four of Cups is. On one hand, you should be happy, like you should in air quotes, like you should be happy. You know, you're with a nice person, or you have a good paying job or a steady job, or whatever, everything, is fine on the surface, but that doesn't mean deep down it's right for you or what is really feeding your soul or making you happy. And sometimes you do need to, people may, let's say, oh, look at this person, look at how happy they are juggling everything. And, look at all this person has. How dare they not be happy? But only you can know deep down what's right for you or not. And if you worry about what everyone else thinks and it's like, oh, your partner's nice, they're steady, they're reliable, but if there's no passion there and it's just not working for you, or the job just isn't, you hate going there every day. Even if it is a steady paying job, maybe you need to look at something else, even if it involves taking a pay cut. I know that's very taboo to say, but I think we really need to sort of focus on our happiness and ways we can sort of lower some of the stress in our lives and bring in some more fulfillment. Now, this energy, whether it's an actual person or an energy, I feel like if this isn't an actual person that can help you sort of figure some of this out and give you the motivation to make the changes, that something is sparked inside you that you're like, you know what? Like, because look he's like headed out the door. He's like, I know where I'm going. He's headed off. He's already made up his mind, and he is stepping out into the light, into the sun, and making his way. He is not here kind of looking sad about leaving. But there's a complexity to the Eight of Cups. There's Just because you are walking away from something doesn't mean it was horrible and you can't wait to get away. There could have been very many good things, and again, not a huge horrible reason to leave, so it seems hard to justify. Um, and so it could bring some pain and anxiety and sadness. But the main impetus for you making these changes in your life is this energy. I'm going for what is I'm passionate about and I'm enthusiastic about. So I'd really surround yourself, try to cultivate this energy within yourself this week, or surround yourself with people that are just encourage you to follow what's right for you in your own heart and what makes sense to you, regardless of whether people think it's justified or not. You're the only one that you have to live with your life and your choices. And if it's not making you happy, whether anyone else thinks you should be happy or not, that's not, I mean, you kind of have to get over that. Now, remember, in this card too, this could be a mother and father, and this kid is person is kind of scared, I would say, moving out on their own. So it can be like sort of sad, like leaving home, but it's also really exciting. So, I mean, if you look at the face, it's kind of like, it's not necessarily a sad face. It's like, okay, here I go. Maybe a little bit of uh, anxiety, or sort of exhilaration slash worry slash you don't really know how it's going to turn out. But currently we have a lot going on, and it's not making us happy. So what are we doing? So I think this week, look for the places in your life that kind of make you go feel like this, even when everyone else is around you telling you how awesome you should feel and how great it is. I mean, if you're feeling like this, then that's how you feel. And look for some, consider making some changes. And then this doesn't have to be anything huge. It could be just one of these things that you're juggling. But it's just, the one thing that's just really pulling you down. So maybe a little bit of housekeeping this week, a little bit of self-exploration, to look at, a few areas in our life that maybe we need to walk away from or let go in order to free up some stress and anxiety and make room for new things that we're really enthusiastic and passionate about. So that sounds like a good thing to do, right? Always is good to um, bring in that which fulfills our soul and our passions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to try to get those readings out for the signs that haven't gotten their November readings as soon as possible. Take care.